just want to acknowledge the Camaragal people. They're the original custodians of this land, and as the custodians, they understood the connection between the land and the wildlife. Now we at Taronga are honored to follow in their footsteps, and what better way to show off Australia's native wildlife than by getting started with some of our most iconic birds. And we're most well known for our parrots, and with over 50 different species, we've long earned the nickname the Land of Parrots, and probably the most well known and iconic are the cockatoos. Whether it be those larrikin sulfur-crested cockatoos or the beautiful black cockatoos. Now this lovely lady here's name is Kirjandi. She's a female red-tailed cockatoo, and you can tell she's a girl because she's covered in yellow stripes and spots. While the males, well, they're solid black with a fiery red tail. This guy goes by the name of Geary. Geary means red, and he'll show off that red tail as he buzzes your heads. I just ask you to keep your hands down just in case we don't want to create any sort of speed bumps for him. Now, the cockatoos are amazing creatures, doing quite well across Australia, but as we Europeans have spread across the country, we've not been as beneficial for the black cockatoos. You see, as we build more homes for ourselves, we're cutting down their homes. They need old hollow trees to nest in, and for the tree to be large enough, to have a hollow big enough for him, it needs to be about 100 years old, if not older. So every time we cut one down, it's a long time before it will ever get replaced. So if we want to make sure beautiful birds like that are flying over our heads into our futures, one of the easiest ways to do that is by looking after old hollow trees, whether they're alive or dead. They're an incredibly important resource, not just for the loud cockatoos, but for many other species as well. Everything from possums, bats, snakes, goannas, to my favorite group of birds, which are owls. Now, owls are remarkable for a lot of different reasons, but for me it's largely about the way they hunt. And they happen to be my favorite group of animals. Now, I love that I get to spend a lot of time with them here at work, but I know most of you don't, so I want to give someone a chance now. Who has a camera and wants to join me on stage? Somebody's got to have a camera there in the pink. Excellent, a phone works as well, it doesn't have to be a regular camera. Just come on down here. Do you need to bring the camera with you though? Come down here, what's your name? Casey, step on over here. Just don't trip and fall, it's embarrassing. I've done it. All right, Casey, have a seat on this stump right here, and I'll tell you what's going to happen. We're going to meet a young owl. She's going to join us from above everybody's heads in that section of the audience. See the guy in the red baseball cap? Pretty much right behind him. She'll then fly down here and join you and me on stage. That's where you come in. Take your camera, point it in that direction, and take some amazing photos as she flies right at your face. Perfect, she says. She'll land here on the stump behind your head. Nothing to fear, she rarely misses. Are you ready? Excellent. Let's meet our owl. Her name is Dragon. She's a young sooty owl up there in that dark green box. She's kind of hard to spot right now because she's black and gray, but once she takes flight, we'll all see how beautiful she is. You ready to snap? All right. Let's see how, whoops, Dragon, you gotta let go of your perch. You kind of almost face planted on that one. What do you think, big girl? You want to do it? They have got an incredibly strong grip that they use to catch and kill their prey. But ironically, they actually have to make a conscious decision to let go of things. If their feet unclamp from whatever they grab really easily, well, then they lose their food when they grab a hold of it. So she must have had a really tight grip up on that perch there and forgot about it for just a second. Because I hate to tell you this, but owls, well, they're not the brightest bulbs in the box. Good thing they're cute, and instinct is really great for them. They are amazing at what they do, better than anybody else. They've got some of the best nighttime. Here she comes. Nice. Did you get it? You think so? At least you might have got a great picture of the audience out there. They're relatively attractive. Come back here, you can get some more photos of her nice and close, that beautiful heart-shaped face. I was saying they have amazing nighttime eyesight, but this owl in particular is incredible at night for hearing. Those rings of feathers around her eyes help her to be able to pick up on the tiniest of noises from very long distances away. That way she can catch whatever she wants. She gets some good photos. Oh, that was nice. Yeah. Work it, Dragon, work it. There we go. You've done an excellent job. Thank you very much. Everybody give her a big round of applause. Dragon, you did a great job too. We will see you later. And one of the best things about those owls is they are so good at keeping down the rodent population. And believe it or not, we used to have a massive problem with rats at the bird show. I know, it sounds crazy. Don't have to worry about it. That problem's behind us now. It's true. Owls moved in, rats moved out. I haven't seen hide in her hair in a long time. Now, as much as I like those owls, I get that most people don't see them very often. They're fairly shy and secretive. But there are other birds in this country that are found from one coast to the other. Birds like the humble galah. And I said we're the land of parrots, and galahs are probably one of our most numerous of the parrots. This one here, well, she goes by the name of Jasper. And Jasper is going to help us prove something. You see, these guys have a bit of a reputation for being silly, maybe a bit empty-headed, but they're not. They're very clever. And to prove how clever, we need more help. This time, someone with a gold coin. I want somebody toward the top this time. Lady in the pink, way up there. Grab a gold coin for me. Stand up where you are. Pinch it between your thumb and forefinger. Arm out to your side. We'll get Jasper to show you what happens next. She'll fly up. Grab that money. Bring it on back down to me. Where'd it go? In my pocket. Well done, Jasper. And thank you very much. Have a nice day. That's pretty easy. Let's make it harder. Who's got 20 bucks? Look at his hands. I'm kidding. We're not stealing 20 bucks. We're going to return your money back to you. Stand back up. Arm back out to your side. Palm open toward the sky this time. We'll get Jasper to fly that coin all the way back up. Do a twirl for style and pop it right where she found it. Thank you very much. You did a great job. You too, Jasper. See you later. Now, I was definitely kidding about those 20 bucks, but those of you over there put your hands up. Well, if you still want to give me some, we'll take you up on that. You see, we're raising money to support a lot of different conservation projects here at Taronga, but we at the Bird Show are most interested in these birds here on the front of this big blue box. It's a beautiful black and yellow bird called the Regent Honeyeater. Now, what's significant about this bird is not very long ago, a single flock could contain tens of thousands of birds. Nowadays, there's only 500 of them in the wild. Well, good news about that story is that we at Taronga have bred and released a quarter of that population. So we're doing everything we can to save these guys from extinction, and if you want to help us, come down and make a donation, and it goes a long way. If you donate $5 or more, you even get a badge to wear home saying that you did a good thing helping out with these honey eaters. Now, partly because there's not very many of them, people don't really know much about those Regent honey eaters, but it is some of the lesser known birds in this country that have some of the most interesting behaviors. For instance, there's a hawk out in the center of the country that's interesting because it eats emu eggs. Now, this is one tough nut to crack, and not many animals can get at what's inside this eggshell. But this hawk specializes in it. It's known as the black-breasted buzzard. Ours is named Slammer. She'll join us in just a moment. When she does, you'll see that she is a formidable predator. That's a long horn. There she is now. Check her out. She got a sharp beak, powerful claws on her feet, but that's still not enough to get her into this egg. Mother Nature's got one more tool. It's a rock. Let's see what happens when she finds a rock in an egg. Picks it up, heads over and slams it down. Yeah, well, look at there. Here we go again. Picks it up and whoop, drops it. Then misses. That's not going to help you. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. Now this might look a bit silly, but it's a natural behavior. We didn't teach her how to do this. First time she saw an egg in a rock, she knew what she had to do. She got to work slamming it on down. Now this is instinct. We didn't teach her to do it. She didn't even have other buzzards showing her how it was done. Hatched out of her own egg with this knowledge already in her head. And it is a great way to find a meal. A single emu egg is equivalent to about 12 chicken eggs. So it's a massive feed for a bird this size and will keep her going for a long time. Now she's got a small hole started. That's where that beak and those claws come in handy. Helps her to pry it open to get at the goodies inside. Right in half. Good job, Slammer. Nice work. One more for good measure. Here it is. Yeah. Well done. Slammer, you've done a great job, as always. Grab that last treat, and we will see you later. Good work. Cool birds. Now, when they're not feeding on emu eggs, the buzzards are scavenging for their food, and they can be scavenging all sorts of different things, but it includes the bodies of animals that have died. And while that seems gross to us, it's important that somebody does it because it helps to keep the environment healthy and disease-free. Perhaps the most well-known of all the scavenging birds are the vultures. The vultures are pretty important, not just for their role in the environment, but also for their role in many different cultures. For instance, down in South America, the ancient Incans believed the sun was too big to get up in the sky on its own. It needed help. And that help came on the wings of one of the largest flying birds out there. It's the Andean condor, and we've got a beauty for you, a 7-year-old female named Kira. On 3 meters worth of wings. Now these are massive birds, but they've got big jobs. They're keeping all the rest of us healthy and disease-free. See, without scavengers out there, diseases would run rampage, not just through the wildlife, but the human populations as well. As a matter of fact, in parts of Asia and Africa, even Europe, sorry about that, was a bad throw. Some species of vultures have declined by up to 99%. That's led to an increase in diseases like rabies and anthrax in the human population. So that makes it very important that we look after them. I reckon one of the reasons people don't like them is that bald head. First of all, it's not truly bald. It's actually covered in tiny hair-like feathers. If it was covered, sorry, I had a bunch more in there. If it was covered with full-size feathers, whenever she pulled it out of a carcass, she'd pull a lot of debris out with her. That debris could get stuck into the feathers and cause her to get sick. She wouldn't be able to do her job of keeping us healthy. So the bald head, make sure she can do an excellent job for us. You've done a great job today. See you later. She's always in a hurry. Now vultures are very cool, and as scavengers, they really play an important role in nature's cleanup crew. But we're also part of that same crew. It's up to us to look after this planet, particularly when it comes to problems we cause. Problems like rubbish. Now, all too often we see it on the ground and we ignore it, but we shouldn't. We should stop, pick it up, pop it in the nearest bin. Thanks, Detroit. Well done. Not easy. And not fast. If he can do it, every one of us can do it too. There's no excuse not to. And it can make such a big difference. And that was just a few of the over 800 different types of birds we have in this country. But before we go, I'll leave you with one last thought, which is just don't forget to look up. Because you never know what amazing birds will fly overhead. Thanks for coming, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or want to make a donation, come down to the edge of the stage and have a great day. Thank you.